Hello, my name is Ron Ashford and I'm the Director of Public Housing Supportive Services. You know us primarily as the office that administers the Family Self-Sufficiency in the Ross program, and obviously that's the focus of the training today. Our office does a little more than that. We work on Father's Day, we work on education issues, we work on reentry, we work on bridging the digital divide. But today I want to spend time talking about Ross and FSS. But before I talk about anything, I want to thank all of you because you are the ones who make our programs happen. And I'm sure that you're all aware of this scenario, that headquarters gets all the credit. We get the credit for running the $40 million program, and everybody points to people at headquarters, to the director and to the coordinators. And the people who do the hard work, i.e. the people in the field, get no credit whatsoever. So I want to recognize you and I want to thank you because you are the ones who do the really, really hard work. I also want to thank and recognize three people who've been working on FSS and Ross program for years: Anisi Chenault, Dina Lehman Kim, and Charles Eldridge. Dina worked on Ross for years, and then about 8 years ago, she went off of Ross for a little bit, maternity leave. Anisi came in 8 years ago, stepped in and picked it up. And then Anisi Chenault went to New Orleans on the SCS2 program, and Dina stepped back in. And the programs have run smoothly through all of those transformations. Charles has been our translator, our interpreter. He's been our field person who keeps us in contact with all of you, who will say to us, no, if you're talking about working with the field and you want to run this out, this is how you have to do it. And he's the bridge between the headquarters and the field, and we really appreciate all of the work that Charles Eldridge has done. You know, HUD has had a lot of supportive service programs over the past 10, 20 years. And if you've been here that long, you know about the Drug Elimination Program, the TOP program, the FIC program, the EDSS program, the Ross RSDM program. And we like to think that Ross and FSS embody the best of all those programs. Both of them have at their core supportive service coordinators. We know that in every locality, in every city, in every county, there are programs out there. There's job training programs, there's education programs, there's health programs, there's youth programs. And the important work that housing authorities can do is not necessarily to replicate those programs, but to connect public housing residents to those already existing services. 5 years ago, actually it was more like 7 years ago, Ross allowed for the first time funds to go to service coordinators. Before that, Ross could be spent on job training or youth programs. We made that switch, but before we made that switch, we went out to all the NARO sessions, not all of them, many of them, to talk to housing authorities and to ask them the question, if we made this switch, would it work for you? And the answer we got back from the housing authorities was yes, because the most essential piece of Ross is not necessarily the job training program, but the service coordinator. And that's why our Ross is a service coordinator program along with FSS. But here at headquarters, our only direct contact with the FSS customers and the Ross customers that these programs serves is a single graduation ceremony that the Housing Authority of Montgomery County holds. And they invite us to that ceremony, and we see 20 to 30 graduates, and they have escrow accounts, and they have jobs, and they've gone through education programs. Some of them have college diplomas. And through being at that ceremony, we realize what a tremendous program we have. That's our only interaction with FSS customers. You interact with the customers and the clients and the people that are being served every day. And I think that's another reason why you are the bread and butter to this program. So one thing that I need to mention, and that is that we need better data. And if we don't get better data, we're going to go the way of TOP and EDSS. We need to know how many people did FSS actually serve. How many people found jobs as a result of Ross Service Coordinators? How many people were referred to health clinics, not only at one housing authority, but across the country? It's our ability to capture, to aggregate this data that is going to really allow FSS in particular to move to the next level. We've developed a series of training models to provide you with additional tools and information to refine your grant management skills. We hope that you're engaged by the training. We hope that you go through all of the different modules in the training, and we hope also that when you have a question and you're concerned about an issue, that you can go back and use it as a refresher. And again, we look forward to working with you in the years to come. Thank you very much.